It was good, man. It's your boy GSECAPONE. Smash that like and subscribe button. Today I'm bringing you a video about French Montana. Dark truth about his Moroccan ass in the motherfucking music industry. Yeah, we know about you Moroccans. You know you motherfuckers are slave owners. But shout out to Truth Is, man. Truth Talk Podcast. About to smash this play button and about to get the show rolling.
Underground rapper to a hip-hop superstar. What if I told you that French Montana made a deal
It's my birthday today, man. Happy birthday to me, man. Yeah, gang gang.
for his fame and fortune? A deal that cost him his soul. Join me in this episode as we uncover the dark truth about French Montana. French Montana was born November 9, 1984 in Casablanca, Morocco. He spent the first 13 years of his life living in his family's estate in Morocco. At a young age, French was heavily interested in soccer.
You see the hat on bro head? When you see that hat, what that card say on the Illuminati card game, when you see that hat, fear them or some shit like that, you know, y'all know about that hat. That's wild.
And rap music, dedicating any free times towards those hobbies. In the mid-1990s, French and his family made the move to New York City, where they would end up settling in a South Bronx neighborhood. For the first 2 years of their lives, Montana's family struggled to make ends meet, forcing French's father to make the decision of moving back to Morocco. French and his mother decided that they would rather stay in the Bronx, so his father left the family behind and went back to Morocco. French's mother was now raising
French looked like he used to look like a motherfucking Moroccan Neo, nigga. Like he just came out the Matrix. That boy looks suspicious as hell, nigga, like an agent. Damn dark ass shades on his face like that.
3 kids on her own, and this led to the family struggling depending on welfare to survive. This would force French Montana to step up at a young age and become the breadwinner for his family.
It remind me of Ed from Boondocks and shit.
As a teenager,
Look at this nigga, yo. Chill, them glasses too big, bro. Them shades big as hell, nigga. What's wrong with this boy? Yeah, he out there on some agent shit, bro. I don't know how niggas ain't think that nigga was suspect, bro. He out here looking like deep state, nigga. Undercover, for real, for real. Hell nah. And this how to sell outside. He got a black, that's a Timberland coat, hoodie, button up, whatever, nigga, zipper that, man, fleece, Adidas, I don't know, Adidas, Timberland, that shit got 2 stripes on it. Look, man, I can't even read the damn word. I don't know what the hell that damn shit is, but nigga, look, it look like it's too hot out there for that.
Montana would start to earn himself a reputation as a battle rapper around his block. This would help him establish his name in the streets. In 2002, French Montana...
Bro, who sits outside with a fucking hoodie coat on and dark shades, bro? What the It ain't cold out there.
and his friend came up with the idea of starting a rap street DVD called Cold City, which was pretty much a ripoff of their popular Street Smack TV DVD series. French Montana used this DVD series to showcase his music, furthering his presence in the underground rap scene. The DVD eventually became one of the hip-hop street top-selling DVDs, making French a known name in the streets of New York City. In 2003, just 1 year after he launched his DVD series, he would be ambushed by 2 men while leaving a recording studio in the Bronx. Unfortunately for French, he would end up with a bullet in his head, but miraculously, he would survive the traumatic night. French would spend several weeks in a hospital in recovery. He would eventually make a full recovery from his wounds, but never recovered emotionally, as he had discovered he was set up by one of his own guys. In 2007, French would drop his first mixtape, French Revolution Volume 1, with tons of mainstream features right out of the gate.
French Revolution. Yo, we let a Moroccan man hop in our culture and name his motherfucking first project French Revolution. He ain't even Haitian. Bruh, if he don't got no Haitian descendants, I'm gonna do some research on this now. I'm gonna see if this nigga got some Haitian descendants, but I know damn sure for a fact that this dude is Moroccan, nigga. So, man, look, bro, I ain't hearing none of that right as of now. So, you being funny. Because the French Revolution, as y'all know, you know what happened with Haiti and France. And you see that they had to pay that money, right? They had the Haitians had to pay that money back. Pay that money back for all the lives they took during that revolution, you know what I'm saying? During that uprising or whatever. And it was billions of dollars, and they was paying that shit till this day, and they trying to get that shit back right now. I don't know if they won the case or not. I think they did. They finally won it, but still, that shit. Look, bro, man, that shit is wicked, bro. He knew what the hell he was talking about and doing. That shit is like a slap in our face, bro. Like, and God face too.
Like Uncle Murda and Tony Yayo. French Montana, soon after in 2008, would meet and sign to Akon's Convict Music. This deal would eventually end, and French Montana would be independent for a short time after. In 2010, French would release his 10th mixtape, Coke Boys. This mixtape contained French hit song Choppa Choppa Down, featuring Waka Flocka Flame. This song would end up becoming a down south club hit.
You see that, right? Choppa Choppa Down, man. Long live Kobe, man. Well, rest in peace when I say long live Kobe, because I don't know if that nigga done, you know what I'm saying, made any offerings and did any rituals and sacrifices and stuff, you know. So, but you see that? They was getting us prepared a long time ago, man. Shit ain't no coincidence, bro.
Getting even more eyes on French Montana. Just 2 months later, French would sign a management deal with a company that was ran by Deborah Ante, who was Waka Flocka's mom. Shortly after signing this management deal, French will release his 11th mixtape, Mr. 16, Casino Life. A few months later after releasing this mixtape, he was approached by Rick Ross and was invited at 3 a.m. to meet Rick Ross at a studio. The two
No, 3 a.m. is the witching hour, man. That shit is crazy.
would work on music that very night and begin.
Who the hell meets at 3 a.m. to work on music? Yeah, fuck you, Rick Ross. I'll catch you at 7.
Their musical friendship. This would be the same year French Montana life changes forever, as a record of his Casino Life mixtape, Shot Caller, would take off and become a mega hit. This would eventually spark a bidding war for French Montana, leading to French signing to P. Diddy.
I guess that's why Interscope wasn't rocking with Chief like that. He was not beat for that shit, nigga. They was like, he was not listening to shit, bro. They was like, he need to change his management team, the niggas around him, all of that. He didn't do that yet. Yeah.
Diddy's Bad Boy Records. French would go on to release countless hit records over the years, continuing to build his legacy in the music industry. This is what you may already know about French Montana, but the truth is far more sinister. I have come to believe that French Montana sold his soul to the devil in order to achieve his fame and success. The reason I have come to this conclusion is no other than French Montana himself, as he openly admits this many times. French Montana, like many other celebrities, were willing to pay the ultimate price for their fame and fortune. Just like the rest of the Masonic puppets, we can see French Montana openly showing the world that he is a Masonic puppet with the one-eye symbolism. At this point, you might be tired of me showing these artists with the one-eye symbolism, but I do this for an important reason. We have already seen so many different artists do this one-eye symbolism, artists from all types of genres. The fact that they all do the same Masonic gestures should clearly show the world that these puppets are all serving the same master. Something that stuck out to me while reading about his come-up was his meeting with Rick Ross at the studio at exactly 3 a.m. This should be an immediate big red flag. We already know that 3 a.m. is a devil's hour, or otherwise known as the witching hour. The devil's hour is what occultists see as the perfect time to practice their ritual magic.
The devil's hour, 3:07, 3:15, things commonly happen.
I hate seeing those numbers when I'm up. Sometimes I can't sleep. I look at my phone, look at the time, and it be exactly those numbers, bro. That shit be crazy, man. I know that should be happening to other people. Y'all probably don't be paying attention, but they be paying attention to numbers a lot. And French Montana, I really don't like him. Rest in peace, Chinks Drugs, man. Like I said, my boy Slave had to open an act for him. And after that day, that shit just went left. Like, that shit was crazy. Like right after that shit, like probably like I don't know if it was a month or 3. And it done killed that nigga, bro. So rest in peace, Chinks Drugs, man. And we already know French Montana Moms was on Love and Hip Hop, saying that he know everything that, you know what I'm saying, about that shit, and he had works and his hands in it. She wanted to talk to him. He kept walking past, ignoring her. We all seen that on TV. You know what I'm saying? See, so the shit be right there in front of everybody's face, man. People still be ignoring it and thinking otherwise, and indulging in other shit, ignoring this shit. Like,
and the question is why?
Unfortunately, that is usually always right on when there's a serious haunting, psychic hour of the night.
Usually around 3 a.m. where people are most sensitive to spirit activity or any type of paranormal activity. The veil between the spirit world and our world is lifted in a way.
We can all imagine what French Montana and Rick Ross were doing at the studio at 3 a.m. It has been long rumored that these artists perform ritual incantations on these songs that get replayed every time the song is heard. In my opinion, I believe this is true, and I don't think all artists do this, but I feel like there's a few artists who do it in hip-hop, but many who do it in rock and roll. By putting these ritual incantations in records, they can spread the effects of the incantation, exposing more people to its effects. If you would like me to do a full video on all the artists that are suspected of doing this, let me know in the comments. French Montana and Rick Ross eventually made a record together called Marble Floors.
Yo, why Rick Ross looking like that, man? He look mad fruity, man. Looking at this nigga like that, bro. Staring at him in his damn eyes and shit. Big as hell. He too big to be looking like that. Hell no, that shit don't look right.
Which was released in 2013. The cover art for the record.
Nigga, imagine Biggie looking at Tupac like that, nigga. Y'all be like, hey man, what's going on in this photo? You be like, man, Tupac got a nose ring. You like Biggie looking at him in his eyes, Tupac looking at him in his eyes. Biggie over here got a big ass smile on his face, real cheesy, looking zesty than a man. Look, bro, chill, man. CEO Ricky Ross, CEO Boss.
Shows that French Montana and Rick Ross are both Freemason puppets. Openly, we see the Masonic checkerboard floor with the Masonic players of knowledge, once again showing the Masonic alliance. I have made a full video on Rick Ross, where I show that he is a Masonic puppet. Rick Ross even has an entire music video, where you can see he displays Masonic symbols and a Masonic ritual book. It is no coincidence that French Montana's career took off shortly after he met with Rick Ross. French Montana was underground for almost 10 years.
All these niggas throwing up mob and they ain't even mob. They ain't nobody Paru. These niggas is throwing up fucking mob and Paru and shit. They ain't even mob or Paru. Throwing up blood. Ain't even blood, nigga. So what that hand sign mean then? What else is gonna mean? Come on. That wasn't Coke Boy. What was the C at? Man's going like this. He ain't blood. Niggas crazy, bro. Niggas throwing up motherfucking M's and shit. What the M stand for? If you ain't mob or Pyro. Okay then.
And it seemed like this is where he was going to remain. I believe French knew this and decided to sell his soul and become a Masonic puppet in order to make it. See, French Montana admits this in many different songs. For example, one of his hit songs is literally titled Devil Want My Soul. In the song, French Montana sings about selling his soul throughout the hook. In the song, French Montana raps, "What the business is, keep minds on a lie. Devil want my soul, women turn me cold." As you can see, French Montana openly raps about the devil wanting his soul and how he has turned cold. Clear as day, when he was at the heights of his career, he was mentioning the devil wanting his soul. We again see French Montana mention his deal with the devil on his song Sanctuary. In the song, French Montana raps, "Big mansion and the bezel, trying to make a deal with the devil, I want it all." Once again, open as day, we see French Montana admitting to wanting to make a deal with the devil because he wants it all. It can't be any more open than this. French Montana stated openly that he has no issues with selling out because he wants all the devil can offer. The cars, the mansions, and the jewelry. The same exact bait that Lucifer uses to trap artist after artist. French Montana came to America from a foreign country and was quickly consumed by the materialistic American dream, which led him to sell his soul. As he rapped in his song, he wanted it all. The same mentality that most kids living in the Bronx are brainwashed into wanting. The thoughts of having endless fame and riches was more than enough for French Montana to give up his eternal soul. French Montana even admits in an interview he did with Tim Westwood that he has no issues with joining the Illuminati.
We have things that we want to talk about. Lazy.
He look like my cousin Alex with a motherfucking facial. Like, goddamn, bro.
Block. Hip-hop rumors. Did French Montana get initiated into the Illuminati? And if that is the case, can you bring me in too, fam?
Yeah.
I want in, fam. I need some of this. I need some of this, fam. I need that. If there's any offers going, bring me in, baby. I'll sit next to Jay or Ye, I don't care. Bring me in, fam.
Me and Ross had the same conversation.
Is he the Illuminati as well now?
Now, he asked me, you know...
He asked you if you were the Illuminati.
Nah, he said if the Illuminati come to your house, I'm gonna let him in, and I'm gonna sign right there. I'm gonna bring him in, let him meet my mother.
Exactly, sign her up
my
too.
son.
Yeah, get the whole fam in there.
The whole fam Illuminati.
Maybe like a family discount joining.
Yeah, like how can we get a family plan?
Family plan, exactly. Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
Saying?
I don't mind if I just go off peak hours. I just want to be in. I actually keep a spare photograph just in case they need a passport photograph.
Facts, Papa asks everybody. I'm like,
yeah.
When they come up for me, what do I need? Another record?
Exactly. I mean, it's obvious Puff's in the Illuminati.
Man, I mean, Illumination. I can't wait.
Illumination, yes. Keep the lights on, fam. What it stands for. Let's keep the lights on over here.
They got good credit. I need it.
Why do you think there is so much rumors about Illuminati, this and that? Why?
So they're talking about turning on the lights, man. Illuminate everybody in that false light, in darkness. Send them to a burner, fiery ending, nigga. Burning, fiery ending.
This secret organization that everyone seems to know about, but knows nothing about.
The secret society is the people that's rich. They hang around with each other.
Exactly.
That's bottom line.
Yeah.
You know, people that got, you know, same thing to lose.
Exactly.
You know, I felt like that's the Illuminati. Exactly. I mean, wow. I mean that even if Illuminati was real, why wouldn't you want to be a part of something
which is pure paper?
That's controlling more money. Like,
oh man,
you done gave your soul to the streets already. Like, exactly. The streets ain't give you nothing, but it's your homies and you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So why wouldn't you want to be part of an organization to make you millions and billions?
As you heard for yourself, French Montana not only admits to having no issues with selling his soul and joining the Illuminati, because he already sold his soul to the streets, which in my opinion is a perfect point, as those who choose to be in the streets, living a criminal lifestyle, have chosen to sell their souls. They're knowingly and willingly doing evil for their self.
I can see Lucifer right now just walking up to niggas, approaching them niggas. It's like, hey, look, man, you done got shot. Your homie snitched. Your brother done left you. Your family don't fuck with you. Hey, he just sold you. Just fuck with me and watch. They gonna regret it. I could see that shit happening so easy. Like, I could really, like, for real, like, bruh.
Beneficial gain. French Montana admits that he has been doing evil in the streets already, knowing that he sold his soul to the devil by serving evil. French Montana is not a part of the Illuminati, but he is indeed a Masonic puppet. He also mentions Rick Ross in the interview, which is not surprising with the fact that we already know that Rick Ross is a Masonic puppet.
J. Cole too, that's why I like J. Cole, man.
Another thing I wanted to talk about is the many allegations against French Montana regarding him getting his way with women at any means. I cannot go into the details due to the community guidelines, but it appears that French did this to many different women and has been sued for it on many occasions. You can easily Google these allegations and you would quickly see many different women have come out accusing French and has even attempted to sue him for it. This really doesn't surprise me, as we already seen many Masonic puppets.
Not only I think Masonic puppets, man, like I said, bro, it's in this nigga blood. You see what I'm saying? Like, the devil know who to tempt. The devil know who to tempt. His ancestors did a lot of crazy shit. A lot of wicked shit. And like I said, we know Moroccans had slaves. And they was with that shit. So no wonder why he easily able to rape. It's in his blood, in his DNA, man. It's in his genes. People could fight this shit. That's what Jesus came here for. To show us. But no, they fall to it.
Do this very thing, either with kids or with women. I believe this comes with the inflated ego.
Gotta fight temptations.
And the God complex these artists get after achieving fame and success. Something else I want to briefly talk about was French
complex. Ain't no God complex, nigga. An ego, maybe, but nah, they ain't got nothing godly going on. Ego, they just think. You know what I'm saying? Ego, that shit is like another version of them that they think is there that ain't. See what I'm saying? So yeah, you can say that, but not no complex. Nah, hell nah.
Accused of buying streams. I usually don't talk about this, but this is important, as this is how labels make it look like their artists are hot when they're truly not. In 2020, French Montana released his record, Writing on the Wall. The record...
Memes, this is why I'm hot. This is why hey yo. Hey yo. Said I'm hot. Cause that shit is crazy, bro. You know, when you start listening to, you get older and start hearing that shit, and you start replaying all this shit back in your head, and you understand it more that you're older. You be like, man, what the fuck? Like, wow. Like, what is the coincidence that I done went over this French Montana video, and he don't even said that phrase. And a lot of people don't know memes. A lot of people don't even know that song. Shit crazy.
It appeared to be trending on TikTok and Spotify. What was odd about this is that the song was only getting plays on Spotify. Quickly, people saw this as suspicious, and they became even more suspicious when people started complaining that their Spotify accounts were hacked to play French Montana's record while they were sleeping. Even though French Montana denies ever doing this, the writing on the wall is clear. French paid for his streams to make himself still look relevant when he has long faded from the mainstream. French doesn't want to give up the only thing he has left after selling his soul, his music career and his fame. The thing is, sadly, like we have seen with many puppets on this channel, once Lucifer gets what he needs, he no longer has any use for these artists, and the artists fade away, losing everything they sold their soul for. Like I always say, we must remember what agenda these artists have chosen to push. They have sold their souls and agreed to guide their audience to a burning end. We must remember not to allow these artists to manipulate us. We also must remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth.
That logo that was behind his head looked like the same logo Chick-fil-A, just upside down. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a 6 though. It still had a 6, that spiral. That shit crazy, man. But yeah, tell me what y'all think about French Montana, man. Selling his soul. Y'all think he sold out? Y'all think he had any doings to do with what's the name? Damn, Chink's drugs, murder? You think he had something to do with his death? Think he called that hit, called that play, sacrificed him, man? Tell me what y'all think. Says my birthday, man. I'm about to go out with the family and see y'all later, man. I'm out. Gang gang.